Great Spectre Boxing here with another video. As always, like, comment, subscribe, show your boy some love. Hey, and don't forget, hit that bell notification, that way you can keep up to date on the latest content from my channel. Great Spectre Boxing here with another video. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Also hit that notification. That way you can stay updated on latest content. Hey, make sure y'all are hitting that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. I need the support. Hey, okay, so let me get into an immediate reaction behind the Jermell Charlo versus Tony Harrison rematch. As you see, Jermell Charlo is the winner of the match. Won by stoppage in the 11th round. I guess it was a knockout stoppage, stopped by the referee at the referee's discretion after two vicious knockdowns. I'm going to give you a couple things that I take away from the fight. First of all, the fight didn't go as I thought it probably would go. I thought that Tony Harrison would be on the outside, and that was his best opportunity to win, would be from the outside. However, Tony, from the start, chose to go toe-to-toe. He did not have a lot of movement. I heard him say at the end of the fight that because of the year layoff, that his body wasn't reacting to the punches or something. I don't know if that was something with he was trying to reserve energy and not move as much. But I did see that he was just kind of pacing around. He wasn't really giving a lot of movement like he did in the first fight, which made for an entertaining fight. One thing I did not like about the fight was the commentary. I thought that the commentary was seeing the fight from one way, and I totally disagreed in some of the ways that they were seeing the fight. I gave round one to Tony Harrison. That round two I gave to Jermell Charlo. Then when you get to round three and you start hearing those guys saying that Tony Harrison was landing more cleaner punches and things of that nature, saying he was working on the inside. Yes, he was working, but I thought he wasn't working enough at first. So that round three, I think I gave to Jermell Charlo. Matter of fact, I know I gave it to him. Then we get to round four, and that's where I started really disagreeing, because they were seeing things that wasn't really there. Yes, he was pretty accurate in talking about Harrison, but I did not believe that he was actually doing enough to win the round still. I thought that he was taking a lot of times off, like a lot of time off where he could have been throwing punches. He was shelling up. And for them to say that, he was decisively winning those rounds, that was crazy. It was, to me, from what I seen. But, everybody sees the different angles of the fight and different things when we looking at these fights. So are they looking for different things? So I thought the inactivity in spurts was not in Tony Harrison's favor. If he was going to shell up, I thought he needed more activity. I think it was like the fifth round I think I gave to Harrison. It was either fifth or sixth, where I felt like he was shelling up, but then he started actually, he outworked Jermell. Jermell looked like he took the round off. I want to say it was around 5. But in any case, I thought the narrative started to change, because from the commentary standpoint, they were giving every round to Tony Harrison. One guy, at one point they said they gave every round besides the second round to Tony Harrison, and that shit was ludicrous. I don't know what the fuck that they were seeing, man. And this commentary, man, it's getting outrageously crazy. Like, I think they need like maybe some smaller fighters, maybe some younger commentary. No offense to Lennox Lewis, but he fought in heavyweight. He may not. I know he's been around boxing for so long, and I'm not gonna discredit what he's seeing, but I think that we need some more youth and energy to that Fox broadcast, and we're not getting. He's good for those heavyweight fights, but I don't think he's that good of a commentator for those lighter weight fights. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't have that exact insight as being in the ring with, as a lightweight, having to make weight, having to cut weight. He didn't have to do a lot of those things. He don't know how that affects the body in the same manner as it does those guys at these smaller weights. Tony Harrison alluded to him being out for a year and then, starting to come back. that, you know, is getting acclimated to punches. You know, he had to get back down to 154. You know, he usually looks like he stays in pretty decent shape, but the inactivity of taking punches, you know, without sparring gear. But in any case, I want to give a big shout out to Jermell Charlo. He did what he was supposed to do. He came out and he asserted himself. I thought he moved around well in spurts. I wasn't fooled by the bravado that Tony Harrison was putting on when he was doing his ring antics and telling him to come on. I felt like that was trying to get him to fight a different fight. I'm probably trying to get into Jermell's head. I thought Jermell was working really good, digging to the body. I thought he was hitting a lot. Some was getting caught on the gloves, but I thought he was getting enough activity where he was splitting the gloves with some punches. Some punches was getting around the gloves. So I thought that he was doing enough to edge out those close rounds. I thought it was a very competitive fight. I really did like the fight. I put it up as another one of those candidate of the year fights. If not number one, I'm sure it's in the top 3 to 4 fights. Surely top 5 if you want to put it like that, the year. So in any case, Jermell Charlo did what he needed to do. I'm not gonna go and sit up there and listen to the commentators when they were saying that he was losing every round. As you seen, they announced the judges' score totals before the knockout, and Jermell was up on every single last card. That's what I seen. I'm not sure what these guys on the commentator table were looking at, but I just don't think Tony Harrison was working enough in those spurts. You know, he was very sharp in some spots, and he was able to penetrate Jermell's defensive spots, but I just thought it wasn't enough, wasn't active enough during some of those rounds. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. In any case, it was a good showing for Jermell Charlo. He did what he was supposed to do. He came out here and he asserted himself. He used his power, which was his strength and attribute. He didn't get discouraged from not being able to get around Tony Harrison's shell defense, and I thought that his patience proved to be, you know, the deciding factor in this fight. Tony Harrison should have fought somewhat similar to the last fight where he moved around. I think sitting in front of Jermell Charlo, which has good power, and letting him tee off. Even if you're catching some were going to get in at some point, especially once it got to the later rounds and you start feeling fatigue. I did not see the knockout coming. I thought it was going to go to the scorecards, but I still had Jermell Charlo up on the score. That's Dre Spective. That's all I got for you for now, and I'm out.